Yeah. Handmade love. This one for Melissa. Late night lights got the vision in her mind, pouring out into the resin every time. From a dream to reality, she don't rush the plan. Every piece got a story made by hand. Paint on her fingers, passion in her soul, turning simple moments into solid gold. Camera rolling, let the whole world see, creating beauty, just being free. Yeah. She don't follow trends, she create her own lane. Ooh, yeah. From the heart, yeah, it never feel the same. She pour it slow, let it shine, let it glow. Every piece 101, yeah, you already know. Melissa on the rise, let the whole world see. Art, love, passion, pour perfectly.
Hello everybody. I did some molding stuff yesterday and or some pouring stuff. We'll see how long my voice lasts today. Kind of struggling with that issue, so uh, kind of play along with this and see how it goes. That's why I'm just doing a video for now instead of a live. Um, just simply because I don't know how long the voice will hold out. So this is for one of the lanterns that I make. I've already got resin mixed up for my next pour, which I got something in the mail yesterday, a mold I've been waiting for, which I'm pretty excited about. As some of you know that come to my channel, I do uh, domino sets, and I said I needed to come up with something for some kind of box of some kind to put the dominoes in. So I actually ordered a mold uh, for a set of dominoes, and it kind of fits together like a puzzle. So I'm really excited about that one. So we'll get that poured today to match one of the two sets of dominoes that I already have. And then my next video that I do, I will show you guys how it all goes together. But yeah, this I poured yesterday. This is one of the lanterns. I already unmolded the handles. Kind of a just different color, pink and purple. I don't know why. I just did. Gotta kind of hit a little bit of everybody. I know it's be kind of hard to find a pink and purple lantern, right? But I guess that's the fun of art. You can do whatever moves you. I'm not a pink person myself, but I know there's girls out there that are, and they love pink. I've never cared for the color. I think it's more simply because everybody, oh, pink is for girls, and this color's for boys, and all this. Well, you're a girl, you gotta like pink. No, I don't. I just don't care for pink at all. So, yeah, this is the very top of the lantern. If you guys remember, some of you remember what the lanterns themselves look like. Yeah, so that's part of it. I still feel like I'm missing the base. That's what I didn't get poured yesterday. So, of course, I won't be putting the lantern together because apparently I forgot to pour the base of it. Thank goodness this isn't for anybody in particular. At least this one's not. I thought putting my hair back today, I'd keep it out of my way, but that's not working very well. I wanted to mix my resin together already, give it some time to settle and get some of the bubbles to go ahead and come to the top and pop, so we can get that out of there, hopefully. So yeah, anyhow, this is the clear middle. Well, it's not really clear, it's got pink glitter in it to match. Remember, this will sit up here on the top like that. Almost looks like a little snowman down it. That's kind of cute. But that'll be on the top there. And then, of course, you have the base, and then the two handles go on like that. And it has a light that shines up through. That's why you have to keep your middle section more clear, because it does have a light that goes underneath it. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, and then I did another one of the trinket boxes, and generally the same colors. I think I hit pink, purple, silver, and I think I went with a brown because they say purple goes with brown. I don't know. Of course, I have brown eyes, and if I do wear makeup, sometimes it's purple because they say that's the best color for brown eyes. So it doesn't seem to help me much, but it is what it is. I don't go to that extent very often either, so there's one part of it. Kevin's not liking the fact that we are Kevin, it's outside. The truck is outside. It's not going to get you, promise. We have some, from what I'm understanding, new neighbors moving into the office right beside me. And it's funny because I was just talking to somebody, BOK, hello girl, from BOK Media Life and BOK Food Freaks. Gotta love her. And telling her I was kind of interested in maybe starting some candle making, and lo and behold, the business that is moving next door is a candle making business. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So I think right now, between trucks outside and noise up here, things moving around, he's kind of freaking out a little bit today. He's not used to all the noises we're not used to hearing up here. So yeah, he's kind of panicking a little bit more than normal. So yeah, there's that one. I thought that was pretty. Nope. Okay. Where's the lip? There it is. There. If you guys remember last time I said it's got a kind of a lip on each side, inside. And that's what helps it fit together. And then that'll go on the top like that. So yeah. And then I'll put the little diamonds on this one just like I do the others. So yeah, we'll get that finished up. And then I did another one of these hearts here. If I remember correctly, this one was kind of a booger to get off as well. I'll watch it work a lot better for me today than what I did last time. Lo and behold, seems to be coming out a little bit better. Yeah, I think he's hearing people walking around out there. Kevin, come here, buddy. We don't own everything around here. It's hard for him to understand when he deems something his area that we don't own everything in that area. So, yeah, you have to make space for other people. Well, that came out a little bit easier. My little insert there to keep the hole open. So actually my delivery today will be coming in with my knife that I've been waiting for to be able to trim off a lot of this excess stuff when you get over pour. So yeah, there's another one of those. Thought it was kind of pretty. It's got little clear spots and pink and purple. Yeah, thought that was cute. So that gives another one of those. Okay, I think everything right now is unmolded. I did work a little bit yesterday on a couple pair of earrings. If some of you seen one of the cutting boards that I did last week for Red Room TV, it has Ninja, you know, has little swords and stuff in the cutting board. So I had a variety of the little swords and stuff like that, and I thought, well, those would be really cute earrings. So I ended up making a few different pair. I think I've got like maybe 8, 9 different types. I'm just showing you a few of them here. Yeah, they're little earrings. I love the fact that I went ahead and got the little backer papers and the little bags, so when I do earrings, I can package them up. So whenever I do, oh, here's another set. Thought those were really cute too. So whenever I do the craft fairs and stuff like that, I have things packaged up nice and neat, and they look good. And of course, hopefully that'll help them sell a little bit better. Now we're going to try this one again. I don't think I posted it, but I can put it on my community page. Maybe I did put it on my community page. But yeah, anyhow, I made a spider out of resin, and it turned out pretty doggone good, so I actually thought that I would attempt to make another one. The last one I made, the body of it was kind of a blackish gray color. And this one here, I believe, is the clear, but it has a little bit of red sprinkles in it, I think, from what was stuck down in my mixing bowl. I was just kind of playing around with it. Yeah. That's the head. Whoop. See if I can show you all how I made this the other day. And that part's the body. You've got the head and the body. So then, let's see. I think I had used one of these just because you need something. We're doing it with the UV resin simply because it peels off very easily. When you do the UV resin, you need something that you can get it off of there really quick or easy. Doesn't necessarily have to be quick, but it does have to come off easy. Let's see, find all my plugs here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. This is my UV light. So yeah, you have that. Now this one should work a little easier for me. The other one, when you use the darker colors, especially like black, stuff like that, the light from the UV light does not want to penetrate it as easy. So that's why I thought I'd do one of the clear ones. I always try to keep something in it to keep it closed. So yeah, I just have the 2 pieces here. I hope that didn't I had it rather close the other day. I'm kind of excited too about my delivery today. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff coming up here, but I also ordered a really cute Betty Boop shirt. I am a Betty Boop nut. I love Betty Boop. She is awesome. I actually try to go more back towards the original Betty Boop. But she is a little harder to find sometimes. So sometimes you just gotta stick with what you can find, unfortunately. But yes, I am a Betty Boop nut. Now here I'm just putting some of the UV resin into the little hole there. Kind of got one on this guy too. It's kind of where the top of the mold was. And then just fit those together. And then I'll just hold the UV light on it. And that'll penetrate it. I actually did a cute little video with the last spider I made. And made him move around and crawl. It shows him moving around. It's really creepy. Especially when you know what he's made out of. It's not a real spider. It looks extremely creepy seeing him moving around like that. Okay. So, as you can see, it's on there. It's hard. It's not going nowhere. So that did work a lot better. But I am still going to... no, I think he's good. I think he's good. Okay, we're going to sit him off to the side. Now, what I'm doing on here is I'm making the legs. So basically, I just go with my shape, whatever I want the legs, and how thick you want it or thin you want it, whatever. It's really up to you. Now remember, a spider has 8 legs, so yep, you got to do 8 of these. Try to keep pretty consistent with the length of them and the shape. I've never been real good at eyeballing things like this. I get, sometimes I can get something real nice on one side and then it looks really janky on the other side. So we'll see what we get. And then I just put my UV light over it. I think I got the bottle a little too close to the light when I was making the black one the other day, because it kind of hardened some of the resin on the outside of the bottle, which that can happen. So you have to keep your, whatever you don't want hard, keep it away from the light, because it will get you. It is very nice because the other yesterday they did tell me that they actually found out, I guess one of the other people that have an office up here must have said something, that it is a little bit chilly in the offices up here. And apparently we all thought, hey, it's an upstairs office in an old building. That's just the way it is. Apparently it's not supposed to be. So they had somebody come in and found out that one of the blowers in the building gave out. It was extremely old and it gave out. And that's why it was so cold up here. So they are replacing the blower. So within the next week or so, I should have heat in here and it should be nice and toasty warm, which in turn will help my resin work so much better. I love it. All right, there's those 4. And yep, they are hard. Now we have to make 4 more. But yes, I've tried, like whenever I've tried drawing things, I draw it real good on one side and try to repeat the exact same thing on the other side, and the brain just does not grasp what I just did on the other side. I don't know why. So it is what it is. Sometimes once I get to the second side, I got to do it over and over and over again until I get them to at least somewhat match. Sometimes it just doesn't go as well as what I hope it will. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It is what it is. So, I also started to do one of the love things. Some of you remember this one that I did. Has the base that it sits on, and then it has the little heart here. Well, I started one yesterday and got the base of it poured and a top layer for the heart. But then I started feeling not so well again. So I thought, well, I'll just finish that up later. But this is the base of it. It actually has little Smarties candies in it. I thought it'd be really cute just to add some color to it. So yeah, that's that part. And then I also put the Smarties candies in the first layer for the heart. So I just got to get this part poured today. I'll probably just make it like a pink color maybe and go with that. I'm not going to put any more. I love my Smarties candies too much. I'm not going to put any more in an art project. So yeah. Anyhow, there's my little legs for my spider. So we'll get these guys off of here. It's a little tacky on that side yet, so we'll put it under for another minute just to, while it's sitting there. Sometimes you just get that little tackiness. I don't know why. On the underside. Yeah. So we'll just put that underneath there. So, and then the next part of it, of course, is really fun because, what did I sit that on? I think I set it on this because I want it up off of the surface here just a little bit. Because of course the spider doesn't go around dragging its belly on the ground. So I want it up off. So I just have one of these little resin cups that I use. So I'll just sit the body of it in there. So that'll hold it up just a little bit. And this was the fun part, too, because you have to have this. And this, of course, I think is where I got myself in trouble with um, the resin in the bottle hardening. Well, thank goodness I think it just hardened on the outside of the bottle. But yes, you have to start gluing these on with your resin. So you kind of want to get your first one set, get an idea of where you want the first one at. It's fun whenever you're sitting here watching it because it's like, okay, when is it actually going to grab a hold like it just did? So that first one is on there. We're just giving it a little bit more time because you got to kind of move it around a little bit as you're putting the rest of them on. And we're going to put this side on. Since these here, I always look at the sizes of them. These here were the two shortest, so we're putting those in the front. And then I just try to go bigger as I go farther back. I try to keep these two closer to his neck area. I haven't figured out, my husband said I got to do something with the face. Maybe put little pinchers on him or something like that. Haven't quite figured that out yet, what I want to do with the face of him. So he said, you got to put eyes on them, something, you know, which makes sense. You know, spiders don't run around without eyeballs on them. Let's see. I don't think I made any of these guys very long. So I think the last one I did, I had the two middle ones that I put on. I think I had them pretty long. Okay. Kind of give you a little look-see here. See, he's coming along here. And as you can see, as you've seen, it's all made out of resin, and that's kind of the fun of resin, is there's so much you can do with it, and it's just fun to play with it and see what kind of crazy things you can make with it. Of course, you know, we use the regular resin. You know, you use the molds and stuff, but then you can get, like I'm using now, you got the UV resin is another option. And you can do some pretty crazy stuff with the UV resin. Just really got to use your imagination. Now, all of mine that I have, all the resin that I have is my UV resin is clear. There are colors that you can get, or you can just pour some of the UV resin in, like one of the little cup things that my spider is sitting in, and mix a color into it to, you know, to get a color on it. Of course, I'm sure it'd probably just be easier just to order different colors of the UV resin. I don't think the UV resin is quite as expensive as the regular resin, but trying to get the leg to hold still on the body, and he wants to keep sliding around. Slippery little buggers. Oops. He's on there, but I want to make sure he's on there good. My spider almost looks like he broke his front leg. It's kind of a little bit funny how his front leg is hanging there. Now, whenever you're putting the legs on, when you're attaching it to the body, you want to try to make sure like I shaped mine, has kind of like a little foot for him to stand on. Kind of make sure that's on the surface. It helps it a little bit better to support itself whenever it's finished. Of course, spiders had to be the greedy ones on the amount of legs that it got, huh? Maybe that's why they're so fast when they're trying to get away from us. Try to get some of that excess. I say the only scary spider is one that disappears on you. Those are the only ones I'm afraid of, is the ones that you go to kill them and all of a sudden they've disappeared. And then you know in your house you have a spider crawling around and what he looks like. And you just don't know where he's at. Those are the creepy ones to me. So yeah, it takes a little bit of patience for everything to set up good, to make sure it's going to stay where you want it to. That one I don't think made a very good. All right, and voila, you have a very cute but very creepy looking little spider. And it is definitely off of the belly on the surface because the legs are holding it up. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a little bit hard to see that because of it being clear when I set it down there. But yeah, it is a cute little guy. So I thought I'd just kind of gradually make a bunch of those. Kind of have myself ready for next Halloween. So I thought I'd share that with you guys, what I unmolded today. And I will do a video next time of what I am pouring, because I have to go to a different area of the room now whenever I pour stuff. So it's kind of hard to get the camera from here to there and everything. So yes, I will do another video probably tomorrow or the next day with what I poured today, which I know one of the things I am pouring will of course be the Domino's box, but I promised a very sweet friend of mine, Mary, that I will make her a cutting board as well. So I will be creating that for her today as well. So yeah, you'll have to come back the next time and see the next video and see how that one turns out. Thanks for being here, guys.